Welcome back to NitroLandTutorials. Today I'm going to be showing how to do the dispersion smoke effect. This is what it can look like. I have a few more examples like this and this one. So let's get started. First, go to File, New. So I have my image copied to my clipboard, which is 800 by 800. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger, 1000 by 1000. And then I'm going to change my resolution to 300 just so that it's a little bit cleaner whenever we save it. And then I'm going to hit Control or Command V to paste in my image. I'm going to bring it down a little bit, keep it the same size. The first thing we're going to do is remove the background. Grab your quick selection tool, and then I'm just really quickly going to go in here and select all the background so we can remove it from the image. You hit Alt or Option, and that'll subtract from the selection. So since I got part of him, I'm just going to remove it. And if your image is more involved with a more involved background, then you can go through and remove the background more in depth. I have a video showing how to remove a background fully, so go check that out if you don't know. And as of right now, I have all the background selected, so I'm going to right click and go to Select Inverse. That will select the person, and then Option or Alt to remove more since we have the white there. And then I'm going to go to Refine Edge, and right here I have my view set to black and white just so that it's easiest to see what is selected and what's not. I'm going to bring the radius up a touch, and then I'm going to bring the feather to about 0.5 just so that it smooths the edges, so that since we did go through quickly, it'll make it look alright. And then next I'm going to right click again and go to Layer via Copy. That'll copy our selection onto a new layer, and then we can hide our original image. So here you see the subject of the photo is removed from the background. Now we're going to add our own background. So come down here and go to Gradient, and then I'm going to change this to Radial. I'm going to increase the size a bit, and then I'm also going to reverse it, and you can change the colors. I actually might do a light gray here. There we go. That looks pretty good. And just increase the scale if we want. I like that. And then make sure that the gradient is underneath your subject, just so that it is the background and not the foreground. Next we're going to select our subject and right click and duplicate layer. Click OK. And then on our bottom layer, we're going to go to Filter and Liquify. It'll bring up this new window. Make sure that you have your forward warp tool selected, and then in advanced mode, I have my brush size really high, my brush density at 100, and my brush pressure at 100, and we're simply going to drag this out. We're going to drag the whole thing. Something like that. Maybe bring the black down a little bit just so it doesn't look weird. Then click OK. You can do this really quick and dirty. It doesn't have to look too good because the smoke will clean it up in the end. So now we're going to add a layer mask by clicking this icon here. And then right now the color is all white. We're going to hit Control or Command I, and that'll inverse the colors to black, and then we're going to select our other layer and add a layer mask to that one as well. And this one we're also going to do Control or Command I to invert the colors. As you can see, everything disappeared. That's because the layer mask is covering everything. So you can double click on your layer mask and bring the density down a little bit just so you can see your subject while you're working with it. And now we're going to select our paintbrush tool, and then you're going to go up here, click on Settings, and then you're going to Load Brushes. In the description I'll have these brushes. These are the smoke brushes. Double click that, load it up, and here they are. So we're going to select them. The default size is 2500 pixels, so we're going to bring that down a little bit. Want a medium to large in relation to the subject, and then we're we're going to invert our colors so that it's white, and we also want to turn the smoke so that it's shown away from him. To do that, click on this icon here. That'll bring up your brush panel. Here you can change the direction that the brush is pointed, and simply gonna click around the person and go through and select a whole bunch of different smoke styles and sizes and directions and everything, just to add some variety to it, just so it looks like actual smoke. Maybe do one of them kind of big. Let's do this one. That pretty big, and I'm just going to click vertically like that. So now we can minimize that, double click on our mask again, and bring the density all the way up. So this is what's shown from the image. Next we're going to click on the bottom layer, the one that we liquefied. Let's hide this real quick. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on this layer. Whenever you're doing it, make sure that the mask is selected, not the image itself. There we go. That looks pretty cool. So now we're going to go to our top layer again, and we're just going to clean it up a little bit. So over here in your brushes, select just the circle. We're going to bring the hardness down to about 40 or 50, and depending on the size of your image, we're going to increase or decrease the size of the brush. And layer mask selected. We're going to go along the face. Just clean it up a touch. So there you have it. There's the dispersion smoke effect. Again, here are what some examples can look like on different images and different backgrounds. I think my background on this is a little light, so we can come in here and just darken it up a little bit. We can do it simply by decreasing the radius, just so that more smoke is being shown. And you can play with it as much as you want and change it up at all, so that more smoke or less smoke is showing. And yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, comment below what you want to see next, and subscribe for more.